New rhythm. We'll be recording dub plates on this soon. Says minus 30. Freaking cold outside. Like minus 45 with the wind. Well, we're here. We're back. That's one of the rhythm, one of my new rhythm, and there's another one from also Caribbean Night Records. That's going to play right now. That was the Africa rhythm. The other one is so damn beautiful rhythm. I like that one. Yeah, you too, eh? It's cold. In Maine, I'm sure it's not far from you. Great rhythm. Great rhythm. I have a little cold. Maybe because it's cold outside. I don't know. Probably that. One of the reasons, probably because it's cold. Get a cold. But I'll be fine. I'm fine. When I get sick, I don't get weak. Just my nose is runny a bit. You're making a scarf. Oh, that's cool. Making a scarf right now, that's cool. Tu fais du tricot. T'es dans le tricot. Martin's in the house. Great. Hold on, maybe we're going to pump a bit more love. We're going to pump up more love. More love. More love. Greg Roy, love.
Such a wonderful world.
Such a wonderful world.
Look across it. Rise and shine. This is your time. This is Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. We bring love to the woman of the world. Yeah, yeah. Everywhere you are. With a good vibration, positive meditation. Yeah, yeah, oh, oh, oh. Yes. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Get it if you can. Love for the woman of the world. Love for the boys and girls. Love protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love Motivation Academy. Love Motivation Academy. Love Motivation Academy. Love is everywhere. Oh. Love for the woman of the world. Love for the boys and girls. Love protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love Motivation Academy. Love Motivation Academy. Love is everywhere. Wake up, now rise and shine. Truman Show is a journey of a lifetime. So divine. This is the one-time deal. So much to reveal. Oh no. Say, don't waste your precious moments. You're causing destruction. Connect yourself to the beauty of consistent action. Love, woman of the world, and love to the boys and girls, and love. We protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, Motivation Academy. Love, Motivation Academy. Love, Motivation Academy. Love is everywhere. Love to the woman of the world, and love to the boys and girls, and love. We protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, love is everywhere. So you and I can set things straight. That means we can cooperate. I've got love when you've got hate. Why don't we alternate? See an arse for murder, the rhythm while thunder. I give love to the living, yeah. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Get it if you can, yeah. Love to the woman of the world, and love to the boys and girls, yeah. Love to protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love is love is love is everywhere. Oh, love to the woman of the world, yeah. Love to the boys and girls, Love, love is, love is, love is. Yeah, 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 is everywhere. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Motivation Academy.
Motivation Academy, live and direct, every 7 a.m. Montreal. Motivation, inspiration, truth, and reggae music. Upliftment in progress always. Motivation Academy, live and direct, every day, 7 a.m. Montreal. I Chesed Excessor.
Boom!
The True Man Show, live and direct by YouTube. Upliftment, truth, and progress. Teach, uplift, positive vibes. I Chesed Excessor. Boom!
Boom!
Yeah, man, a Santiman representing for the True Man Show, live and direct on YouTube. Upliftment, truth, and progress through reggae music. You hear that? Oh. Yes, Janik, it's a burning fire. Reda anta lava burning fire. And then it's a fire, it no need no water. A Jaja Reg we use a heat to inspire. True man, rise and shine. Don't know it go. Sentiments, blessings and honor. Hear that? Yeah, man. Motivation Academy live and direct every day, 7 a.m. Montreal time. Motivation, inspiration, truth, and reggae music. And that the bridge I deal with upliftment and progress always. Me I tell us people, this is it. Asante Amen. Full dance it. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Motivation Academy.
Yeah, man. Let's listen again. Me. He's back, live and direct in the tube. Janik, your host. It's very, very cold in Quebec today. I think pretty much the whole East Coast, probably starting from New York. New York to Montreal is freezing. It's like, yeah, they say minus 30 on my phone, but I don't know. I'm sure it's not so that cold. 8:55 here in Avalon. Why 8:55? Why 8:55 a.m.? It's like 7. How can that be possible if it's 7:27 here? It's 8:55. It's impossible. It's got to be like or 8:27 or 9:27. How can you? I don't know. I don't get that. It's strange that you are 1.5 hours ahead of Maine. Yeah, that's kind of strange. You sure about that? Let's check the clock properly. Yeah, 1.5 hours. It's kind of weird, but maybe a special clock. I know why. Because Red Rose is on the divine timing. Boom! Red Rose Rocker. 8:58 now. Sure about that? Problem. I don't know. I don't think so. maybe, but maybe it's my time that's wrong. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so today, protect the woman of the world for sure. She needs all the help she can get. I think we all need help at one point to realize certain stuff. We need each other. Like I say often, we need each other for survival, and some of us can give us help. Yeah, for sure. Help is very important. That's what we got to do, help each other. So there's, the moment you live a life that is just for yourself, I firmly know that you live for you. If you live just for yourself, you live in vain. You live in vain because what kind of connection are you nurturing? Are you nurturing when you act just for yourself or be just for yourself? There's not much vibe there. But when you do things for others, when you help others, it makes you feel good too. It feels good to help people. Like like what Leslie does. Leslie goes to I think to prison to visit some people sometime. That's very cool. Many people also, that's it, are you might have made mistake in your life, but I think everyone deserves a second chance. Everyone
can make mistake, can make yeah, and everyone deserves a second chance. Everyone deserves help. Everyone needs help, I think, also at one point to just realize certain stuff in the world. Just the fact that we're taking, I'm sure they take us for fools. Wake up. I'm sure about that. That's one thing I'm sure. One thing I'm 100% sure is we're taken for fool here. There's no doubt in my mind that I've been dumbed down. I've been kept silent. But I kept myself silent. But I mean, there's certainly something in this world that come and affects our state of mind for sure. So we don't seek more out of the box, out of the preconceived reality that we're fed. So once you start realizing also that you've been fooled, but it's easier. That's why I say I'm sure we're fooled and they take us for. Je suis sûr et certain qu'ils nous prennent pour des cons. Oui, ils nous prennent pour des cons, c'est sûr. Ça, c'est évident. C'est évident, je pense que Babylone ne peut pas nous représenter. If you think that Babylon is representing you or care about you or that the government care and they give you they build the system. They build the system so that you don't feel like you're not protected. I mean, but it's always for keeping you on just so you don't have, like, I mean, there's many people suffering that don't have enough to live. That's what I mean. Like if you look at welfare and stuff like that, I know it's not a place to end up. I don't think anybody should end up on welfare, but there is circumstances sometime in your life that can bring you there, like it's possible. And people don't have too much in that case. Like the regime that they create, yes, it's gonna take care of you, but also it's gonna take care of you to a certain level, and not to. You have to go get what you want in life. Like the government doesn't really care about you and your dreams and your aspiration in life, and your ambition and stuff. They haven't. Yeah, they taught me maybe to maybe in school we're trained a bit to be I don't know, to be workers, but I think there's some kind of there's other stuff also that if we open our eyes to life, because some people open their eyes to life very young. They open their eyes to life young and they start creating a life of magnificence. Maybe the parents have something to do in there also. You know, if you have parents that are more aligned or more awake, maybe you can have a different outcome with your life young. But even that doesn't mean because you have parents super awake that your children are going to pick up everything. They're going to pick up certain stuff what fit their because they see the world from their own two eyes. You know, this is the thing also. That's why I'm not going to tell you on everything that we're fooled, all the stuff that we're fooled about, all the lies, and but I know for sure we're being lied to. We're being lied to, and we're being taken for fool. Because not too many of us, first of all, the first conspiracy, as I said, always, it's against us. It's against us. So we stay dormant and we don't lift our voice and start being creators instead of victim. They want to keep us a victim. Yeah, as long as you victimize yourself, you feel like a victim, yeah, they can do anything to you. They will do anything to you. But the moment you get out of that victimization state that we put ourselves in, because I think it's a lot, something that we do a lot, self-oppression. I have to blow my nose. Yeah, I'm having a little. I think it's just a winter cold, but yeah. Canadian Eskimos. Fuck yeah, man. It's really Eskimo time. Il y a d'aplomb. On se gèle le cul au Québec. Yeah, on se gèle le cul au Québec. Il fait fret en sacrifice. But you know what? That's what I was thinking. It's very good for the maple trees. That cold weather is very, very good for the maple trees. They're going to leak a lot come springtime. When the nice weather is here, the trees are going to leak like crazy because the cold weather is very, very good for the trees. The colder it gets, I think, for the maple tree, the better it is. The sap is really, really going to want to rush to the tree once the good weather come. And because now it's probably like really frozen, the sap, problem freaking moving. But they will rise, just like you have to rise your sap too. Your sap, you look at the tree, what the tree does. They rise the sap inside the tree to be able to have some kind of wet tree. If not, they will die and they will be dry. Tree that dies is because there is no more sap going up. I think all the trees have that liquid inside. It's like they're alive like us. So maybe that's what we gotta do too. Some kind of ascending our spinal liquid, something like that. Some people talk about that, ascending the spinal liquid to state of enlightenment, something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like I don't know. It's just asking more questions and being more. Helps fan off mosquitoes, yeah, for sure. Freeze them out. Oh, there's no mosquito here. Forget about that. There's not a single fly in the air, not a single mosquitoes here. Everything is frozen solid. No, it's minor. It's frozen solid. They better not stop the power because people are gonna freeze big time. Hope they have generators and stuff. You got to be ready for that kind of stuff because you never know with Hydro-Québec. They're reliable, but sometimes not too much. We lose power here if we have storm or something, high winds. But normally in the winter like that, if it's just cold weather, you still have power. I mean, the turbines still work for sure. The St. Lawrence River doesn't freeze. No. It freezes at certain spots, like just when you go over the bridges to go to Montreal, you see all the smog coming out the water. You can really tell it's cold. When you see the smog coming over the water, like le buée, quand il y a beaucoup de buée sur l'eau, je pense que c'est ça le smog qu'on appelle. Not smog. That's fucking pollution. That's smog. Fog. That's smog. Fog. When you see the fog coming over the water, that's because it's very, very cold. And that's what's happened a lot in the last few days. We're being hit by a cold wave, for sure. For sure. But I keep my my spirit, my body warm, good with good energy, good vibration, good reggae music. And, you don't let for sure that, and those kind of also they're opening. I heard they're opening the metro station in Montreal for the homeless to go inside the metro so they don't freeze outside. It's not a time to be outside at all for homeless people. There's a lot in Montreal, lots of homeless people. Lots of homeless people in New York, everywhere. There's homeless everywhere. And, you can't leave them outside. So they have opened, I think, pretty much a few metro stations, like pretty much the ones in downtown for the homeless people to have shelter because it's not the usual cold. Like we can take -10, -15, no problem. And once it gets under -20, it's a different story. I think we do know. We do not live in eternity here. Live in eternity. I'm not sure about that. I think you can create an eternal life. Your life can be eternal. You know how? Create a living soul. That's how you will live eternally. Yeah? Think about it. Don't you think, okay, many people think that this story is true. No, I don't know if it's true. I wasn't there. I've never met him. It's only stuff I heard about. But Jesus, yeah, take Jesus. He lives still. We're still talking about him. Bob Marley, John Lennon, all these greats, musician or whatever, whoever they are, even if they were at one point selling their soul, we still talk about them. You know, it's living souls. That's why I think it is the best is to, if you want to have, for sure you won't be eternal in flesh, but you can, your soul can be eternal. Your presence here, if you meet life with full presence and power, and you express that power and that presence, and at one point you're going to create something that will impact other people's life, and they will remember you. So that's how you create a living soul. I mean, Bob Marley, all the stuff and the teaching and his music and stuff, that's what follows him. Like, he's still alive to me. He's alive in my heart. That's what, just like many people sometimes that we carry with us that are not here anymore, but are still in our hearts because they have a living soul. You feel like you feel them close, because they have, probably their soul is probably living, like my mother-in-law. Sometimes I feel her very close, and stuff happen, like events or synchronized events happen, and I'm like, hey, that's you, Lynn, for sure. Like, you feel their presence sometimes, for sure. Hold on. It's hard to talk if my nose is full. It's hard to talk with the full nose. Yeah. So freezing almost everywhere on the map. Gonna freeze here too. No, it's very cold. I think it's cold everywhere. Listen, it's minus. Yeah, I told you. So it must not be so warm. Even in Florida, I'm sure it's cold right now. I know. What's the temperature in Florida, Bliss? Give me that in Celsius, or give me that in Fahrenheit. I get all mixed up. I get all mixed up in Fahrenheit. Give me that in Celsius, and I'll figure it out fast. But it's hard to. We always been working with Celsius here, not too much with Fahrenheit. Me, that's weird. The only place in my life that I use the degree Fahrenheit to measure something is the water in my pool. Like, why is it like that? It's so weird. Here in Quebec, everyone will use the Celsius degrees for the weather, for the water, for the like when you cook or something. But when it's time to check the temperature in your pool, we all say it in Fahrenheit. And I know more what it feels like in the pool in Fahrenheit than in Celsius. You tell me my pool temperature in Celsius, I'll be all mixed up. Then you tell it to me in Fahrenheit, I'll be like, oh yeah, 80, that's good. 82, oh yeah, 84. Like, I think it's more precise, maybe the Fahrenheit or something. I was homeless last year. I pray for people to have shelter. Yeah, I've never really been homeless in my life, but I have experienced some hard stuff, especially in Vancouver. 6.6 Celsius. Okay, 6 Celsius. That's pretty cold. It's getting close to zero. It's cold for Florida. The oranges are gonna freeze. Do you still have oranges on the tree in Florida at that time of the year? Like, are they harvesting anything in the field, or during the winter the trees go dormant because it's cold? Like, do they? Can you plant stuff all year round? That's interesting to know. Here I can't. Tomatoes in the winter, forget about it. But tomatoes when 6 on Florida. Brr, I haul electricity. Yeah, 6 on Florida. Yeah, that's pretty damn cold for Florida. Shit. Like, I think we're being hit by a wave of. That's why when you talk about climate warming and all that shit, where is it? I think it's us that we are warming the climate. That's what's happening, because we have more vibes, more heat, more good vibration, and all that produce more heat. So we are warming the climate. I think it's us. And I think the more we're gonna wake up, the more we're gonna warm the climate. That's how I see it. I think it's not, but I think it's all bullshit. There stuff, climate warming and global warming, and it's just to make people scared. They like to scare people with fantasy, and we love fantasy, so we have fallen in love with the fantasy, so we love it. We just want even more. We stick ourselves in front of TVs and we want fantasy in our life. Like, it's very, very important for some people. They can't let go of the fantasy. They can't let go of the programming. I think that's where maybe the help or the inspiration can come and inspire certain people to move out the realm of distraction, because it's a realm. It's just a new paradigm. It's a new paradigm. Once you move out distraction, it's really a new paradigm. It's something, it's a new vibe. It's something greater it's a greater vibe. It's a greater vibe. You're not stuck in distraction and nonsense. So it's a much higher vibe. Me, I prefer that kind of vibe for life, for sure. The vibe that I'm capable to also have control over my thoughts. It's important. Like, when you're always on TV, defaulting to TVs and stuff. What do you think about the stuff that's on TV? The stuff that's on TV, the publicity, the oh yeah, look, have you seen this on TV? Oh, have you seen? Like, it seems our whole life is based on that box. But once you unplug from that box, I'm telling you, it's a very, very it's a high feeling. It's a high feeling. It's not a feeling that you feel prisoner. You feel like you have to watch something at a certain time, or like I was always very programmed with the TV. That's why they give you a TV program. So you're programmed. And yesterday I was looking at something too, and I made sense of it. Just last night I made sense of that. But I thought of it before, but not so extensively. But I was looking at something on Facebook. Someone posted something, and it was a hockey game. Some guys playing hockey, and I was looking at the referee. I was looking at the construct, the game construct, and I was looking at the referee. And why that's something I always wondered. Why do the referee on the hockey rink have shirt striped black and white? It's kind of weird to me. Like, could be any other color, more visible, or more like black and white, like white stripe, black and white. And, to me, it's clear that it's something engineered by secret societies, Freemasons and all that stuff. Why do they have that duality, black and white, on their shirt? And not only that, the one in chief has orange sleeve. I'm like, I've never noticed that one. Yeah, they worship the orange color, and all this because of the sun. They're sun worshippers. So every time that the sun, I don't know if it rise or set or whatever, but every time it rises, the sky become orange, and when it sets also, when it goes at the end of the day. So they worship the sun. They're sun worshippers. So the color orange is very, very important to them. I love orange too, but not maybe for the same satanic ritual that they do. But I love the color orange. But that's why I think, once you start looking at that, because we're like under hypnosis. We're like under hypnosis, because I could have noticed that stuff before and ask, oh, why this, why that? Like, we don't ask why we do things, why we do certain stuff, and we don't question it. We don't even question our own behaviors and what we encourage and stuff. So we eventually, for sure, gonna get caught up with the masses in the hockey game, cheering and everything, just pumping more vibration. That's what happened to me. Until I realized, and I looked at it, and I said, "Whoa, it's a big construct." For sure, they take us for fools. They want to keep us. It's very, very important to, first of all, to keep the pumping distraction, and that's a must. That's a must in our society, to have distraction, and that's how they fool us, because we're distracted. We're very, very distracted. And the moment you, like I said, you undo the distraction, or you unplug from your distraction, and you start connecting with the beauty of consistent action, your life is going to change. Your life is going to change, because your vibration are going to change. So your life is going to change for sure. You're going to have a higher vibe for life, a higher more ambition, more suddenly, you know, when you wake up and you realize that also it's a one-time deal. I knew it was a one-time deal, but I was on pause. I was waiting. And at one point, I just said, enough the wait. Enough the procrastination. Enough postponing my greatness. You know, at one point, you got to get to that point where you have just freaking enough to postpone your stuff. Just enough to put it to the next day or to... I'm just trying to, yeah, soccer ball is black and white too. You know, the soccer ball is black and white too. You know, all this is coded with Freemasonry and secret society shit and governmental fucking occultist shit. Like, the occultists are working to keep this realm on no vibration for sure. That's done by, hey, come on. It's not only the Black Pope and the Jesuit and the, hey, we are also actively participating in the madness. So that we have to realize also that, you know, we are doing that. I'm here. Yeah, no, it's all coded for sure. Symbols are everywhere. Black magic, it's black magic at its best, for sure. It's black magic at its best, but you know, people just go to these events. We go there and we just, like, it's because the caring is gone. The caring part is gone. We don't care. We don't think we have. It's because we feel very insignificant. All this construct, all this nonsense in the world is to make us feel insignificant, like a freaking marshmallow or something very insignificant. You feel like a grain of sand on the seashore and shit, and like, you're much more than that. All together, alone you're powerful. But if we get together, if we start working and creating something together, like letting go of our ego and self-obsession, and we're capable to talk together, talk to our neighbors. No, that's a start. It starts there. If you see people talking to their neighbors, you can put a smile on your face because the world is changing. When you're gonna see people talk to each other in public buses and metro and all that, when people talk to themselves in metro, when you see everyone like very joyful, be joyful because the world will be changing. But until then, until we talk to each other, when we reason together and we sit together and make it work, we're just being caught up in more and more distraction. That's what I think is happening, because sometimes also we don't think we're caught up in distraction, but so often the secondary activities in our life also that take us out. The ball. Oh no, that's true. The flag where for the race car. The flag for the race car is checkered black and white. You know why all this? But no, people, it's okay. It's black and white. You know, there's no construct behind this, nothing, but it's full everywhere. The 8 ball, that's true. La boule au billard qui est noire et blanche. You know, what is that? No, let's not ask question. There's nobody making stuff, and there's no occultist behind anything. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, laugh out loud. My neighbor is talking to me to say shit. Most of the time, that's what's gonna happen. Most of the time, neighbors are gonna talk to each other, but to fucking crucify each other. That happens often. You know, it happens so often. The fights with neighbors and stuff. You know, we're even fighting in our own family too. We're fighting in our own family. That's sick. We think about going to change the world. Many people on YouTube also, I'm sure it happens in their own life. That's why I'm telling you, resolving to build a better you. will help you stop this fucking bullshit, divisive bullshit that we're caught up in. And then we fight with everyone around us, the neighbor, the family. It's crazy, you know, all this for ego. And the most of the time, that's what happened. That's it. This island was called Secret Nation. It is everywhere, black and white squares on the old police uniform in the UK. The old police uniform in the UK, the black and white is everywhere. But no, let's not ask questions. That's not important. There's nobody controlling us. There's that thing controlling us. There's nobody controlling us. Come on. They're not lying to us. They're telling us the truth, people. Come on. We're so very important to their divine, to their evil plan that they tell us the truth. We're important to the divine plan. That's what we must come to realize also. That we're not here just to be part of a evil plan. But if we don't wake up, that's what we're doing. If you don't wake up in this lifetime, you're either part of the solution or part of the problem. Hello? Simple, black and white, solution, problem. Probably that's what it is. Yeah. Oh, the police badge in America and UK are some kind of star, the star on the badge. Yeah. It's everywhere. The occult stuff is everywhere. There is occult in everything, almost everywhere. You can find the occult symbols or the symbols and all that stuff is very, very much everywhere. These wicked handphones have increased lack of trust. Bad news. Yeah, the handphone, yeah. Many are inverted pentagrams. Yeah, for sure. I choose unconditional love. Yeah. In 2008. Yeah, but choose unconditional love is just, yeah, it's a heavy load. It become a 5-pointed star, man. For sure. 2000, my plan is to be a better me. That's the thing, you know. Just, you want to take a resolution for the new year? Resolve to be a better you. Build a better you. You know, more kind, more smile on. Just that will up your vibe for life. You're not gonna fucking change the world. Change yourself. You're not gonna change the world. Change yourself. That's all you can do is that personal revolution, and that's the best thing you can do to change the world. Is change yourself. Forget about changing other people's mind, and you can maybe make them open their eyes. Maybe they'll open their eyes to their own greatness and start, but they have to take action. I cannot take action for anybody. I can take my own action. I can focus on my stuff and bring it to life. And yeah, I'm a good coach too, so I can maybe share the vibe at the same time. Do someone here is practicing earthlings, walking barefoot and put my feet on the electrified grounded mats? No, not really, but I heard it's very good. But I do it in the summer a lot when I'm at the chilling spot, earthlings, walking barefoot. I do it a lot. It's very good. Yeah, new chapter. Fuck it. It's a new book, new character, new story. Exactly. But it's not just something we should. Yeah, okay. You can start by saying, okay, the new year I'm gonna have better. But it's every day. It's every moment. That's the vibe. That's probably a bit harder to keep in this world. Hold on. Nose issue. Okay, I'm here. Yeah, it's yeah, but I'm doing a big part. I'm doing a yeah, but what I do here is like it's natural for me. Like I always love to coach, to uplift people, like to share my voice. Or this is what I'm doing here is very natural. And now that I've acquired consistent action, and I'm really like it's becoming an habit. It's becoming an habit to come and talk to you here. So that's what you need to get to, you know. But it takes time. It takes timing. It takes you don't become a super blooming, nice, beautiful flower in a day. But that's what we have to get there, to that point where we're all like beautiful flowers opening up in the morning and to the sun, and beautiful flowers. Yeah, that's what we can be if we give ourselves the chance. But you got to give yourself the chance. If you don't give yourself the chance in life to do something to bring your life to another level, you will stay, boom, right where you are pretty much all your life. So you got to decide. First, it's to resolve a better you. Just because you got to change your vibe. You cannot think of going after your dream or your goals, a divine thing, create a divine thing, if you don't change your vibes with other people. Like, that's what's my goal was, first of all, to find myself. I had to find myself. That's why I made so many videos outside, and I'm still gonna make more. Like, I like that vibe, so I like to go there and baked in the sun. So for sure I'm gonna do more. But yeah, sometimes words lift me up. Thanks for your word. Yeah, that's it. It's the words. It's the word that we have. The words have lots of power. Lots of power in the words, that we use, and we deserve. Life wants us to win. I tell you all the time, but you got to take action to get there, and that's often the part that we right when it's time to take a major leap, we pause. Like, this is exactly the moment where you have to shut off the freaking voice and go after your stuff and do it bad. You got to do it bad. You got to want it bad, because if you don't want it bad enough, also, you're going to give up. So you got to have a strong why. And the why, I think, is easy to get. It's easy to have a strong why, but it's not easy to see the strong why, because the strong why is evident to me. We are the why. We are the why. And the why for me is le pourquoi que tu fais quelque chose. It's evident. Just looking at the world, I have a why. I have a great why, because there's lots of nonsense and killing and stupid shit happening, confusion and lies and deception. So I have a huge why. And I've seen that big picture, that huge why, but you got to see it. If you don't see the big picture about the world, it's very hard to see the big picture about yourself. I think it's both goes together. You have to see what's going on in the world, that you're being fooled, and they take you for an idiot. Like, I know I live pretty much like I don't want to say I live like an idiot all my life, but I live like a robot. I live like a robot under program pretty much all my life, because never really question, first of all, my state of mind, question what I was doing, the comfort zone, the stuff, just, I think a deep questioning, a look in the mirror has to happen too, and constantly look at yourself in the mirror, and one day you'll see a true reflection of yourself. But you gotta see that true reflection of you. That's what is the mirror for. Why do you think we have mirrors for? Why do you think we have cameras for? And I see myself in there, but what I see is a true reflection of me. I know it, because that's what I want to do. I'm being just me here. I'm being me. So I'm not being someone else. I'm not pretending. I'm very, very humble. I'm just scratching the surface of that potential. So it's just something that will go higher and higher. If I can keep if you keep the focus, and you always intend to do something good with your life, at one point your life's going to be magnificent for sure. But it's not so much also to focus on the outcome, just keep and cultivating the focus for each and every day to acquire that consistent action, that just that energy, just that cultivate that energy within you that allows you to take massive action, bold action. That's very, very important, and not care about what people think about you. I told you what to do about other people's opinion. They will never become my reality. I'm here to, and I can take other people advice and stuff, and I take it. But I also want to find out what is really happening in this lifetime with what I have to get in touch with. Like, it's okay to listen to others to give you to guide your life, like the whole society will want to guide your life, but I think it's important that you take the control. We can take the control of our lives. That's possible to take control of our life. It's not something impossible. It's going to be hard for sure. It's going to be hard to just, sometimes also we don't think we have what's necessary. The doubt in us is very, very potent. The doubt and the delay are two big serpent inside, the two big demons inside the doubt and delay. Because if you doubt yourself, you will delay a lot. You will delay your greatness. If you doubt yourself, if you don't trust yourself, you'll delay your greatness. So you got to trust yourself. You got to trust yourself that you can make it, that you have everything necessary, and you do. You do have the power. The power is within you. It's not. You don't have to go get it at the supermarket. They don't sell power in a box. It's within you. It's all there, all ready to access the righteousness, the greatness, the wholeness. Everything is there. It's up to us to get in touch with all that stuff because it's there. It's not something I have to, and I don't have to give a down payment to start to rise. So raise my vibration and stuff. So I think we do limit ourselves in many ways for just comforting our minds too, just so we don't move out our comfort zone. So we keep ourselves. I've done that for a long time. Don't feel bad. Like where all the stuff that I tell you here, it's not to blast you or to to bring you down or stuff. No, it's just for a self-realization. We must realize these things that it's a one-time deal. If I can encourage you to take your life to another level, that's good. I won't do it for you, but I can certainly bring a little bit of vibration. And sometimes though we just need a word, one word or one sentence at the right time can change someone's life. It can change someone's life. So if you have the power, if you have the power to express if you feel the power, express it. If you feel that power, express it. If you don't feel it, then you got to do some work on yourself to get to feel it, because you have to feel the power. It's not just talking about it. You can't just talk about stuff. You have to feel them, and for that you got to go into action. You got to find yourself. Go. It's just resolve to build a better you. Just that is gonna change your life. Also, change your life. I'm getting off computer, cell phone more. Yeah, me too. By me, I just. I'm not so much on YouTube anymore. If I go on YouTube, it's to listen to music, check for new artists or their videos or stuff. But I'm really pretty much done with the lies and deception. I think I've went through it all. Even that, I think there is even more, but it's dark. It's very, very dark. It's a very dark realm, conspiracies and all that shit. It cultivates fears. It cultivates, I want to focus on love. I want to focus on love and actualizing myself and inspiring other people. And I know people don't want to know the truth. And I know that. And not that they don't want to know. Some people want to know, but they don't know that they don't know that they don't know what's going on. So what you're going to do? Every time you go to someone, it's the ego. First of all, it's the ego that take place. The ego is there, and then you got to go through the ego first. If you want to wake up someone that's deeply asleep, first you got to go through the ego. Just that can be a fucking huge deal. Because some people's ego is so huge. And even children build up ego also. Even children build up ego and young because of the world we live in. So it's very hard sometimes just to get them to catch a bit of the vibe of what you're saying, because the program, the word program here, and sometimes you get told something and the program is so heavy, so potent, the program, that you will not even notice what people tell you. You will not make sense of what people tell you. Even if I tell you the truth, I think your mind is so tainted with distraction and madness that you cannot even perceive what I'm saying. It's profound. It's very profound. I pray people regrow compassion and more care. Healing centers be built. But the healing part is a lot. But the healing centers and stuff, yeah, it could be good. But I mean, the first healing you gotta do is with yourself. Hey, Janik, I think you the only one on YouTube chat live without super chat to collect. No, I don't care about this stuff. It's never about money here. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for money. It's very divine, my thing. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I'm not influenced by the fact I don't want to make money on YouTube, but add super chat and shit. Like, I don't give a shit about that. I leave the chat there because you guys like it, man. But it's not something I'm not gonna start making money with that. First of all, you want to join me? We don't need the super chat. Just come and friend me on Facebook. Send me a message. I'll reply to you like that. So I'm very, very accessible. So I don't need the super chat for you to post your comment on that. So I see it. You want to talk to me? Go on Facebook, Jenny Clounier, friend me, send me a message. We can connect in 5 minutes. I'm very, very accessible. So I don't put myself in a cage. I don't hide. I'm very open, very accessible. I give my address to everyone. I don't give a shit. I am not in fear. I'm not harvesting fear. I'm harvesting love and more love. That's what I want. So I don't care. No, it's but I know that's what people do with YouTube. Especially when you start talking about subject that I talk about. I don't want to make this about money. It's very serious stuff. Talking about our lives here. Talking about our lives. So we're talking about potentially changing a lot in our lives. So what? I gotta make money with this. Like, come on. It's very divine what we're doing here. It's very divine, and I intend to keep it like that. And the goal is certainly not to involve money in there. No. Yeah, it's all about your approach. Yeah. Let me check your. You guys say, hey, Janik, yeah. Oh, that's you said the super chat, Bozo. Yeah. I know people use a lot the tools on YouTube to hopefully make some kind of things for all your time, brother. We support you, coach. I know you're very, very supportive. You're such a wonderful gang here. We're such a wonderful, like, we're always pretty much it would be great if other people had up. Like, slowly, I think it's something also. It's a connection we gotta nurture. You don't, like, people that come first time here and they see the love in the chat and they see the guy on the screen that's very high vibe. It's easier to approach people because I understand why some people like do not connect so much with others, because we have very fucked up minds. We're very fucked up. So it's hard to establish a deep connection with someone. But if you come one time and you see me and then you come back there, hey, fuck, this guy's fucking real. Then you open up, and I'm sure that's what happened to many of you. At first, you weren't like going in the chat and starting to connect with others. Like, we know that. Like, even me today, I don't, like, I try to put a smile on my face and say hi to everyone and have a super high vibe, but not everyone has that vibe. And sometimes they won't catch your vibe. So again, because of the veil and all the bullshit in our minds. So yeah. Yeah, but I use Facebook for connection. To me, it's I kind of need something. I'm building something here. I'm building something, a huge network, and Facebook is good for me for contacting all kinds of reggae singers, producers. Like, I get all kinds of stuff done with Facebook. You cannot, and sometimes I was evilizing it and stuff, but Rob would have never been into my house the day before yesterday. I think he came. If or yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, Friday. He would have never been into my house if it wasn't a Facebook or YouTube or stuff like that. Like, he came here with his girlfriend. We had supper together and everything. Rob Pinchot. You seen him on the Truman Show. He was with me in Santos, I think, once. Probably remember Rob Pinchot from Buffalo, New York. Well, he came to Quebec and he came to visit me with his girlfriend. It was super, super great. Like, we had a massive chat, all of us together, the wifeys and the boy. Yeah. So we no. So it's a great vibe. So sometimes, yeah, we have tendency to evilize everything, or maybe because we don't use it for the proper way. Maybe you don't use it properly to, like, maybe change the way you use things, and you won't see it so evil. And I'm not saying to pass all your time on Facebook, Twitter, and all that madness. It's there for distraction, but you can also use it for the good purposes, like building network and connecting with people. That's the impression we have sometimes, that we are in an era that we are more disconnected than ever. But maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's the opposite. It's easier today it's very easy to reach someone either by text or whatever, to get in touch with someone. Like, even if you write me a text, it's still me answering. Like, we get lost a bit, I think, in evilizing everything, but it's very convenient. I can write a text to someone in Germany, like what I did yesterday. I use Messenger to contact Helmut in Germany to have those two rhythms. What, I'm gonna call him by phone, like, it's instantaneous. Facebook is instantaneous with Messenger. We can contact each other. It's very fast. Sometimes your stuff will go faster. Will bring back to life faster by more connection, more communication. Yeah, the whole damn word is Satan, bro. Very messed up. Like family. That's why, Judge Nick, it's my morning up for now. Thanks to you all. Yeah. So, that's it. I'm done for today. I got stuff to do, but I'll be back. I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow, same time. We'll see. I'll try to be here for 7. I'll arrange my stuff. So, yeah. We'll do it. And that's it. So, big up, and yeah. Yeah, but the will, don't lose the will. Very important. The Zoom 2018. Zoom on every day. Zoom on something. Zoom and acquire focus. Because if you Zoom, you're gonna acquire focus. So Zoom on your stuff. Yeah, zoom in onto your dreams, onto your best days of your life. Yeah, make the rest of your life the best of your life. Ha! Boom! Live and direct. He's out. He will be back tomorrow. So big up, everyone. Thanks for being here with me. I feel highly favored. Highly favored that you take the time to come and reflect with me here and early during the day like that, because we're always the early crew. We are the early crew. So for sure, the crew. Cheers, Eskimos. Cheers, all Eskimos. Stay in the game. We'll do the same. That's it. Stay in the game. We'll do the same, Bliss. Bliss, take time to recharge yourself. Very important. Taking time to recharge your batteries. You need to recharge your batteries. Take time for that. That's what I've done. I had to recharge my batteries. And now the batteries are full. And you know what? I have a battery charger that I plug each and every day. I'm on the battery charger. And that's very good, what you're saying, Cappy. Big up. Time to recharge the batteries. Salute all. Wishing everyone the most wonderful day. Wishing I see that after. Yep. Rejuice, people. He's out. Boom. Live and direct. It's Janik, your host. That's me. Yeah, a place where we talk about upliftment and progress always. Live and direct. He's out.